Have you heard the quote? If you can't change your situation, then change your mind. Okay, I don't expect you to have heard that because I just made it up. Or didn't I? Oh my god. Hello everyone, welcome to the Psychic Gym. Okay, I'm sure you're wondering what's that drama all about. All right, yeah, there are times we have problems and we've been trying to solve them over and over again, and still these problems persist. Sometimes you just have to change the way you see that problem, your mindset towards that problem. Yeah, take for example, your siblings are always tickling you and you are very sensitive and you laugh and laugh. The pain of, and if you are very ticklish, if you understand what I mean, you are laughing, although you are feeling pain, you are not comfortable, you are laughing, that's your reaction, and you are telling your siblings, I don't like this, and day after day, they still continue tickling you, feeling that you are enjoying it because you are laughing, meanwhile, you are not enjoying it at all. So, in this kind of situation, you try different ways to stop them, and still they are doing this. You can just change and control yourself. When they tickle you, don't laugh. When you don't laugh that way, they do it the first time, they do it the second time, they do it the third time, you don't laugh. Automatically, they will stop tickling you without you even saying stop, because they are not getting that response from you, like they've always been getting in the past. Yeah, and that's just a little way of giving an illustration on how a change in your mindset can turn around the situation more than you changing your approach or changing skills and methods, to overcome that problem or that situation in which you want to get out of. All right, so man, I think I've even said everything about this video just in my introduction. All right, without further ado, let's get to the main video. Oh, I'm still laughing. Okay, yeah. Take off the brain chain. Yes, you want to change your mind about a situation. Okay, you want a renewal of your mind. But if you don't take off, if you don't open up your mind, open up to learning, to changing particular things that you learned, to learning new things. If you don't do that, you find it so difficult to change your mindset. Yes, people want to be wealthy, they want to be successful, although they grew up from a very poor background, and so if you don't open your mind to the fact that wealth, riches, fame is not for a particular set of people, if you have that mindset that some people are born to be wealthy, some people are born to be poor, if you don't stop thinking that way, it will be so hard for you to attain that wealth that you want, to get that fame which you desire. So this is just the first step. The first step is you have to open your mind, take off that brain chain. There are things that from growing up have been imprinted in our brains that, okay, I grew up poor, so I have to be poor, or my family is going to be poor, my generation poor. All those kind of brain chains which are wrong, they are wrong mindset. If you have to open your mind, that you have to open yourself to knowing that these things are not particularly true, and it doesn't even have to be about you being poor, being rich too, growing up rich. There are some things that you feel are okay, growing up and knowing that money is going to get me everything I want. And if you're not ready to open up your mind that there's more to it than money, if you find it hard, changing your mindset. So the first thing is, as I've already said, you have to open your mind and not open your mind. My bad. You have to take off that brain chain and free your brain and see the opportunities around. That way, your mind is open to new ways, new things, and new approaches to doing things. Yeah. How to reset? Okay, yeah. Think of your mind like a computer which has a default setting, but you want to reset it to your own taste. So maybe you don't like the background, you want to change it to your picture, or you don't like the fonts, you want to change it to your particular font, or you don't like the font size, and you want to change it to your taste. Just see your mind as that. There are life experiences that put us into default settings. Let's say maybe you grew up in an abusive home, or maybe you got married, then your wife left you for your best friend. These life experiences give us default thoughts, like maybe everybody is wicked, everybody is self-centered, for example, everybody is abusive for that child that grew up in an abusive home, or no one is trusted, having trust issues for the man that lost his wife to his best friend. Yeah, so now you need to learn how to reset, because trust me, life generally you can't be free from having situations that put you in that default, in that life negative default setting. So to get yourself and to reset yourself, which is not going to be easy, trust me, but it's possible. Yeah, to do this, you have to take into consideration these 5 things. Social reset, spiritual reset, physical reset, emotional reset, and relaxation to reset. So if you can take action on these 5 things, it will make it easier for you to reset your life from this negative default setting which life experiences have put you in. So now, it's okay, let me expatiate a little on these 5 things. So when we are talking about social reset, I'm sure as I said this, you are thinking about, okay, cutting off your friends or changing your social gathering. Okay, you don't necessarily have to cut off your friends, but you might be right on changing your circle. Get to know new people, befriend new people, see into their life. There are things, there are friends that you make that you be like, if this person can do this, like, then take for example, you want to be more confident, then you befriend someone that is just so confident and full of life. When you relate to this person and when you become friends with this person, you see yourself, finding it easier to be more confident. Yeah. So social reset. Now spiritual reset. The thing is, there is more to this physical life, this physical structure we are seeing, to this physical body. People try to argue the fact that there's a spiritual aspect to humanity, but that's not the subject for this discussion. Spiritual reset just means you were born a Christian, or okay, you are a Christian now, because your birth does not, your birth religion does not have to be your religion in life. That's not also the topic for this video. okay. So you are a Christian or a Muslim, or you are a Buddhist, or you are an Hinduist, or you are a Jewish person by religion. All this, you can't just be them. You can't just be this, you can't just be in this religion without performing the rites, the spiritual rites attached to each of this religion. You are not whole without, you are not really whole if you don't take charge of, being an active practicer practicer of your religion. So you need spiritual reset. You need, you can do this. You go for your various spiritual activities, go for spiritual retreats, meet other people who are in this your religion and go to them on retreat. And you need this if you want to change your mind, if you want to reset your mind. You need this. You can't do this for other 4 things without including the spiritual reset. Yeah. Also, now to the next, the physical reset. Okay, the way you are dressed is the way you'll be addressed. Okay, aside that, when you look good, you feel good. Let me go back to the first example I made about being confident. If you are well dressed, you have a good haircut, you feel you smell nice, you're wearing your shades like I am. Okay, not shades. You're wearing your glasses, and you feel clean. It's easier for you to be confident. Unlike when you are not even smelling well, or your clothes is rough and wrinkled, and your face is just covered in patches, and your haircut is rubbish, or you've never had your haircut. There's a way it depresses your self-esteem, your confidence. So physical reset too is there. When you want to reset your mind, you have to change some aspects about your appearance. Yeah, on to the next, emotional reset. We go through things, like I said, we go through life situations that affect us and give us a very negative default setting. So to reset this, if you feel you need to talk to people, you need a therapist or you need a counselor, do that. It's not a thing of shame. It's not a thing to be ashamed of. Do this with this experience, with these counseling sessions, with these therapy sessions. You see yourself learning more about your mind and how that situation shouldn't form how you see life. You get? And finally, relax to reset. If you are stressed, if you are living in a stressful environment, you can just take a time off, even though it's just some minutes, go on a walk, plug in your earpiece, listen to music, go on a mini vacation. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just take yourself out of that stressful environment, and you see that when you come back, you even have when you go on these little trips, you experience new things that will shape your mind. And okay, now you've seen how people live in another state where you went to relax, and you're like, oh wow, this learning from this help you grow your mind and change your mindset towards situations. Back to my same example, confidence. You go out, you see how people relate with themselves in another state which you went to relax, and you're like, oh, if they can do this, then I can. And you find it so easy to interact and be confident in situations where confidence is needed. All right, so yeah, that's all about how to reset. Now on to the next. Stay strong in the struggle. Now these 5 things that I said earlier, that you need to reset your mind. You might do this, and 1 week, 2 weeks after, you feel so psyched, you feel so you feel things working your way. Then as time goes on, you see you are going back to your old ways again, and going back to the thing is, you can't just change, you can't just transform, just okay, I have to change my mind now, okay, and boom, my mind has changed. No, you have to just continue pushing, and you have to stay strong. There's a story of an athlete. She wanted to Miss Chadwick. Yeah, she's a swimmer, a professional swimmer in the late 90s and 70s and thereabouts. So she wanted to break a record and swim from the Catalina Ocean to the California beach. She wanted to swim that span of miles. That's what miles of water. She wanted to break that record. And yeah, she started swimming. She was swimming for 15 hours. Going. Then there were fogs on the way. She tried. Then it got to a point. She gave up. Went into the boat, and when she entered the safety boat, she asked them, okay, how many miles left for me? And to her surprise, she was told she had less than a mile to complete that feat, which was to swim from one end of the state to another. And she was so sad that if only she knew that she was almost there, she would have just still continue pushing and have gotten that record. She would have gotten that record. But okay, at the end, she tried it again after a few weeks, after a few months, and she did this because this time around she set her mind on the destination. She didn't think about the process. She set her mind on the destination. So why am I telling you this story? You might be asking. You want to change your mindset. Okay, say you want to take, for example, you grew up with the mindset that everyone is a bitch. Permit me to say that word. You grew up in your own way. Your parents were abusive, and you just had that mindset that that's how everybody is in life, and everybody's wicked, everybody is manipulative and all. You grew up with that mindset. Then you want to change your mind, so you do the things that I said earlier. You go for a social reset, you go for spiritual reset, you go for a physical reset, emotional reset. You relax, you reset. Then you see that things are not changing as quickly as you want. You're not having a positive approach to life as you want. Then you decide to just give up and go back to your old self. But no, you have to just continue in that line of reset, because it doesn't just change. Put your mind on. Just imagine your life after you've gotten a mind reset. Just imagine how happy you'll be, how you get a good life, a good job, just by changing your mind. Just imagine yourself already in that situation. That way, it'll be easier for you to still keep applying everything you've learned from all these reset tactics that you've gotten. About changing your mind, about resetting your mind. A pig and a sheep, if they fall into mud, the pig will continue to wallow in that mud. But a sheep now, that sheep representing someone whose mind has been renewed, and the pig being someone whose mind has not been renewed, who has not made that conscious effort to renew the mind, to reset the mind. Yeah, as I was saying, back to the illustration, the sheep will immediately get out of that mud and find a way to clean up itself from that mess, while the pig will continue to wallow. Yeah, that's just what separates you, that you as someone who has reset the mind, or who is in the process of resetting the mind to fulfill purpose, to fulfill a purpose, to fulfill destiny. You have to. There are sometimes you go back to your old patterns, your old ways, your default negative settings, but you have to bounce back. When you fall, you rise up again. So that is it. It's not easy. Trust me. All these things that I'm saying it, and it's maybe captivating, but the process of doing this is not easy. But you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So yes, that'll be it. Yeah. Just know it's not going to be easy. You have to stay strong through the struggle to renew your mind and focus on that goal, which is having a reset mind, having a reset mindset. Hey guys, that's all on today's episode. Having a renewal, a change in your mind. And I hope you've learned a few from this video. And like I would say, and I will continue to say, don't just watch this video. Please don't just watch it for entertainment purpose or just while away time. Try to apply this in your daily life, and try to think on this, and try, because your destiny, fulfilling your purpose, is one of the best things that could happen to you as you sojourn, to go through your sojourn on this earth. So please I beg you, try and apply this into your lives, and I trust you. You are going to fulfill destiny. You are. and you are going to be proud of yourself. All right, that's all. Okay, guys, stay, you know, if I say that, I was about to jump my lines. Till the next video, till I see you again, until you see me again, stay psyched. Chee!